Hey everybody, welcome back. Just wanted to give you a follow-up on the Leo James Tele-style guitar, the Popcaster, that I received from Amazon. I think I was one of the first to report, not a pat on the back, but there hasn't been much information on this guitar, and I haven't seen anything on YouTube, to be honest with you, on the guitar. I gave a heads up about this that I came across on Amazon, this guitar, about a week and a half ago, or whatever, and it got a lot of interesting feedback and comments on interest in the guitar. And I think it was mainly because the guitar had what looks like pretty decent specs for a very, very competitive price, which is $149.99 on Amazon. And the interesting specs being, a roasted maple neck and fretboard, locking tuners, Alnico 5 pickups, a belly carve on the back of the guitar, a bone nut, stainless steel frets. These are all features that are typically premium features. And even with the lower end no-name brands, the price point is higher than $149.99. It's typically between $200 and $300, quite honestly. So I was intrigued, and I bit, and I ordered the guitar. I've only seen it on Amazon. Now, here is my disappointment, and I want to make sure I communicate to you, because again, these guitars I buy with my own money, right? Just like you. I'm not sponsored. This wasn't gifted to me. It wasn't given to me for a review. I paid for it, $150. I was going to say hard-earned money, but do I work really that hard? No, I'm just kidding you. So, I ordered the guitar. I paid for it out of my own pocket. Now, I'm disappointed with the product, and I just want to make sure, I convey my feelings at least, and you may have completely different feelings. But the guitar came damaged. I think I showed it to you in the last video. It has a nice size ding on the back of the guitar right through the poly finish. And me being OCD, I have a really tough time ignoring it. I mean, would an average person live with it and say, okay, I'll accept it, it's not that bad, it's on the back of the guitar, the heck with it? Possibly. But I'm OCD. It bothers me. I expect the product to be pristine, or at least close to it, without stuff on it that is obvious to my bad eyesight. So in any event, I went to Leo James through the process on Amazon, which is a little convoluted. You can't directly contact these people. You have to go through some email process, but I notified them of this problem with my guitar. And they got back to me the next day, in all fairness, but their resolution was a $20 credit. Now, $20 credit. First of all, I would think they would at least offer me a credit that would cover the shipping cost. This guitar came, I believe, from China to the U.S. And at least from the U.S., within the U.S. to me, which is certainly more than $20 in shipping. So by me returning this guitar, and the company, I would imagine, having to incur a return shipping cost, because the shipping cost is not passed on to the, fortunately, the shipping cost is covered and not passed on to the buyer, they would at least give me a $50 credit, $30, $50 credit, because it is a substantial cosmetic issue with the guitar. $20 credit. Not acceptable. Guitar's going back. So that's one thing. The other thing is, again, this is how the guitar was packaged. In this very flimsy single box. They don't enclose a gig bag. So it's going to be subject to some sort of damage. Now, that little ding on the back of the guitar, I doubt, in all honesty, it was done in transit. It would have looked differently with my experience with buying and selling guitars. That was on the guitar out of the factory. That was shipped like that. That imperfection. Leo James has to do a better job of boxing. Either double box these things and incur a slightly higher cost and maybe bump the guitar to $159 or something, or include a dust cover or some kind of a gig bag. with the guitar. Fesley's doing it. Tease is doing it. Donner is doing it. Grote is doing it. Every company out of every company you can imagine in the budget guitar world is now including gig bags with their guitars. One of the few that I'm aware of that do not is Firefly and EART. I don't see them shipping guitars with gig bags, but their guitars are packaged usually in these coffin-like styrofoam boxes very, very well. If you're going to package a guitar like this in a flimsy, crappy box, either double box it or include a gig bag of some sort. Come on. Little rant. So, the third problem I had is there's no way to really directly contact Leo Jaymz. I can't do it through Amazon, where I bought it. I went to Leo Jaymz's website and got no response with a direct contact to them. So this is not a tease type of a company. I know there are videos, guys, out where they make Leo Jaymz look like Torsten from Tease. There's been interviews with him where he gets on there and talks about his loyalty to the company and how he started out as a musician, and it's a nice little, folksy story, right? And you think that, hey, this is really Leo Jaymz talking to us. I'll guarantee you, bet dollars to donuts, that's not his name, number one. In fact, I know it's not. The Leo Jaymz, James rather than Jymz, I believe is the name of his child, right? I don't know what his name is, but it's not Leo Jaymz. And it's certainly not spelled Jaymz, which was, I guess, the only web domain available that he could use. But this is not to bash Leo Jaymz, because I'm sure he's a nice man, and they make a good product, right? I know the Monsoon, the Hurricane, all those guitars have gotten extremely good reviews on the web. I'm simply stating that this particular incident with this Popcaster has not impressed me at all. From a packaging standpoint, from a quality control standpoint, you name it. Now, I'm only telling you this just as a heads up, and you guys do whatever you want to do, but I try to be as transparent and honest as possible because I pay for these things with my own money, just like you guys most likely do. If you return this at Amazon, I was all ready and all set to get another guitar, just to replace this one with something that's not damaged, to swap it out, to exchange it, right? No option on Amazon. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but no option. You can only get a refund. And the refund process these days on Amazon is a nightmare, nothing short of a nightmare. You have to wait weeks, at least I have, to get your money back and a full refund put through. Used to be very quick. I don't know if the process has changed, but it takes a while to get a full refund. And that's not what I wanted. All I wanted was a guitar that didn't have damage on it, right? For an OCD schmuck like me, I didn't want a damaged guitar, so I was all ready to exchange this for another one. Send me another one. No option on Amazon. You have to get a refund. So again, guys, the way these things are packaged, there's a pretty good chance you might have a damaged item. That's all I'm telling you. And if it is the case, you're not going to get much of a credit for the damage, number one. And number two, you're going to have to get a refund. You're not going to be able to swap it out and get another guitar sent to you. I was really intrigued by this thing, and I'm very bummed out, in all honesty. It may look like this is a rant and I'm angry or pissed. I'm not. I'm just trying to give you a heads up and protect you from the same experience. I'm upset because I can't easily get another one of these things sent to me, and I'm not going to wait 3 weeks to get a refund and then order another one. That's not happening. So my experience, in all likelihood, with this Leo Jaymz Popcaster is done. And, for the short while I had the guitar, it seemed like it played well. I didn't have it long enough to tell you honestly if those pickups were any good or not. My initial experience playing the thing very briefly, they sounded a little bit microphonic to me and a little bit shrieky. But again, I didn't play it long enough to give it an honest assessment of the pickups. They may be great pickups. But even if they're not, with all the other things, the mahogany body, the stainless steel frets, the locking tuners, the bone nut, the belly carve on the body, I went through all that already. It's a great deal. But it's not a great deal if you have a problem with the item that is sent to you and it's not remedied quickly or to your liking. So that's the only reason I just wanted to do this quick follow-up. Let me know your thoughts, guys. Am I being too picky? Am I being an asshole? You can tell me in the comments. I'll get back to you with another nasty comment if you do, but you can tell me. All right, guys, listen, if you like these videos, please subscribe. Please share. And until the next one, be well. See you soon. Have a great weekend. Take care.